When I reached to King Taewon, gentle, kind, warm like sunlight, it was your safe place, your anchor in the chaos. After your parents passed suddenly in an accident, you were taken in by a family friend, Mr. Kim, Taeyong and Jungkook's father. He offered you shelter, stability, and eventually a proposal, not from himself but from Taeyong. The arrangement was gentle, respectful. Taeyong never pushed you. You moved into the Kim estate while wearing blessed wedding. And for a while it felt like peace until Jungkook returned home. Taeyong's younger brother joined Jungkook, the one who watched, the one who waited, the one who would do anything, even murder, to make you his. It was a rainy afternoon. You were curled up in bed, reading, Taeyong beside you, sketching lace circles on your arm. When we get married, let's move somewhere small, away from all this noise, just you, me, and a garden of wildflowers. And a dog. I want a clumsy golden retriever. But only if you promise to keep looking at me the way you do right now, like I'm your favorite person. You leaned your head on his shoulder. It felt real, safe, yours. That night, Jungkook returned from abroad unannounced, walked in and found you in the kitchen, flour on your nose, Taeyong playfully hugging you behind as you laughed. Your eyes met Jungkook's for the first time, and something inside him cracked. He smiled faintly, but it did not reach his eyes, did not realize I was walking into a love story.
Taeyong laughed and pulled him into a hug. You tried to be polite, but you felt it. His stare, lingering, possessive, unsettling.
Jungkook had come home looking for a rightful space, maybe even to feel alive again after months of meaningless art galleries and hollow nights abroad.
But in the second he walked into that kitchen and saw her, everything stopped.
She was laughing, standing in his brother's arms, hair messy, flour on her nose, dressed like sunlight in a storm. And it hit him like a punch to the chest. Mine. She is mine. She just does not know it yet. His finger twitched, his jaw clenched. He watched the way her eyes carved when she smiled, the way her hand casually rested against Taeyong's chest, and it felt wrong. She did not belong in his arms, not when Jungkook could already imagine her skin under his hands, not when our love had already carved itself into his bones. He started watching her like a religion. She has a leap when she waits. She hums when she's nervous. It was not curiosity, it was need. Did not sleep. He started sketching her in secret over and over her lips, her eyes, the soft curve of her neck, where he wanted to live, and and every time she looked up at his brother with love in her eyes, Jungkook would whisper silently, "You are looking at the wrong man. You just don't see me yet, but you will, even if it takes blood to the right fit." A few days later, you were helping Taeyong pick out his suits in the hallway closet. As he stepped away to take a call, Jungkook appeared beside you. You stepped back instinctively. That dress you wore last week, you wore it for me, didn't you? No, I wore it because Taeyong liked it. He might have liked it, but I was the one who imagined it, answered him. You froze, your breath caught. Before you could respond, he reached out and gently touched your wrist. I know you feel it too, that cool, you were just there to admit it. You were young, your hand away, heart pounding. Tense footsteps echoed nearby, and you forced a shaky smile, ignoring the chill falling down your spine. You never told Taeyong what happened, but you started locking your door at night. Another night he cornered you in the garden. You looked beautiful in the kitchen that day. I am engaged to your brother. That doesn't mean your skin did not shiver when I said that. Let me go. Don't ever speak to me like that again. He smirked, but let you go. Someday you'll admit what you felt, even if just to yourself. When his obsession became a war, you found a sketch on your pillow, your face slipping, drawn in pencil from the exact angle of your bed. You blurred, turned red. You screamed. Taeyong came running. You showed him the paper with trembling hands. He went still. Jungkook, he was in your room. His voice cracked in disbelief and then rage. That night the house shook. Screams echoed through the halls, glass shattered. You crouched behind the door in the hallway, hearing every word. You need help. Taeyeon's voice broken and furious. She does not belong to you. She is not an object to take over. She looks at me like she's already mine. Jungkook's voice was calm, too calm. That was the night you realized something. Jungkook was not in love. He was obsessed. And just like that, your engagement day finally arrived. The grand engagement hall shimmered with gold. You stood beside Taeyeon, fingers locked, ready to announce your future. Then the door slammed open. Jungkook walked in, all black suit, eyes unreadable, gun in hand. Let her go. Taeyeon stepped forward. Cook, don't. You are not thinking straight. You don't deserve her. You never did. She chose me. She doesn't want you. She is mine here. He raised the gun. Bang. Taeyeon's body hit the floor. Blood soaked through his shirt. He looked up at you with his last breath. Ran from him, and then his eyes went still. You screamed like your lungs would tear, like your soul was being ripped in half. You held him, his blood on your hands, his name on your lips. Chaos screams, but Jungkook did not chase the grieving guest. Jungkook stood there, looking at him. Now there is nothing in our way. You backed away in horror. You killed him, your own brother. He was in a way. He did not love you like I do. He tried to touch your face. You slapped his hand and ran into the garden. Gods were gone, phones missing, but you remembered the greenhouse. It had a second entrance. Hidden. You sprinted barefoot across glass, through the rose thorns. Your dress tore, your feet bled, but you slipped out through the old wooden trap door and disappeared into the storm, cold rain pouring from the sky, thunder shaking dark, your white dress soaked and stained with blood as you vanished into the darkness, heart pounding and lungs burning, not knowing where the road led, only that it led away from him. Months later, new name, new city, but the fear never left. Every time she passed the mirror, she thought she saw him under. Every knock on the door made her flinch. But the worst part was not the fear, it was the grief. Some nights she lay awake, clutching the edges of her pillow, like it was his hand. Taeyong smiled, his warm voice saying, "You are safe with me." And all because of the man who claimed to love her. Because to him, you were never his brother's fiancé, you were his obsession. Then one day, a box arrived. Inside, a photo of her sleeping, a piece of Taeyong's engagement ring, a handwritten note.